The pharmaceutical industry, represented by Expiry, has been developing innovative approaches for medicines used in clinical trials, and we make great efforts to ensure this process is as safe as possible for patients and efficient. All clinical trial participants get a kit with the trial medicine. Each kit is labelled with retest or expiry date. Companies examine stability data to determine this, in a strictly defined process, according to internationally agreed standards. As additional information is generated about the medicine, this date may be updated. Current EU provisions, EU GMP Annex 13, require retest or expiry date to be displayed on the outer container. They can be omitted from the inner containers if these are too small to contain this information, or if the inner and outer containers are intended to be kept together until use. It is even possible to manage shelf life without any retest or expiry date labeling, using new approaches like interactive response technologies that only make unexpired medicines available to patients. With the evolving stability data, the retest or expiry date needs to be updated. It is important to get this right, and therefore this is done by qualified staff following established procedures at the investigator site, distribution centre, or an authorised packaging facility. Unfortunately, Annex 6 of the new EU clinical trial regulation will require retest or expiry date on all inner containers, without exceptions, posing serious challenges for the integrity of medicines, clinical trial results, and patient protection. Integrity. Opening every outer pack in every site will invalidate tamper evidence. Patients may be concerned if it is broken, or even worse, may conclude broken tamper evidence is a standard. Compliance. Space on inner containers is often limited, and relabeling may not be possible for technical reasons. New stock may therefore be needed, which is wasteful and risks impacting the supply of medication to a trial. Patient safety. In principle, active and placebo treatments must not be distinguished in blinded trials. So there is a high risk of medication being mixed up when manually relabeling inner containers. This could be fatal to a patient. It is for reasons of patient safety and innovation that the research-based pharmaceutical industry, Expiry, calls on the Commission, the Member States and the European Parliament to use the legal mechanisms inbuilt in the clinical trial regulation to update Annex 6 so that current provisions are maintained. These are: to only mandate the application of the retest or expiry date information on outer containers. To allow retest or expiry date to be omitted on inner containers if these are too small to contain the information, or if the inner and outer containers are intended to be kept together until use. To allow technology, e.g. interactive response technologies, and future innovations.